Hey YouTube, Further 73 here, Jim. Been a while since I've been on. Stuck in a hotel again, much nicer than the last several I've been in. No bed bugs, no heroin needles, and I found a really kick-ass brick and mortar shop here where I'm staying. Downside of the nicer hotel is there's no smoking allowed, so I am sitting here with my Dagner Dublin that I've been smoking this evening. And I hit the jackpot locally here. I'm in Evansville working on a project for my employer. And I did a little Google search this evening to see if there was any place smoker friendly around that I could go enjoy a nice little bowl. And I found a place called Cigar. Place has been here about 3 years from what I gathered talking to the owner. But, like I said, I hit the jackpot. Penzance, Margate, which I just tried for the first time tonight. This stuff is phenomenal. I can see why it's hard to get, because I haven't heard a lot of hype about this particular blend, but I think I like it as good, as well as, if not better than Penzance. And did I say Penzance? I got the last 2 tins they had of that. And Margate. Place has got great prices. Really nice atmosphere. Kyle, I believe Kyle's the owner. Nice guy, and actually went to college in my hometown, so we had a little something to chat about there. Reminisce about the old dump that I'm from. But anyway, I just thought I'd check in, say howdy. I'd like to give a shout out to Stutter and thank Cynthia and Susan for the contest. I won 2nd place, so I am patiently awaiting the arrival of my prize package, and I will do a nice Yabo video of that when I get home and get that. I've got a couple more days this week in the hotel, and then home for the weekend. And I've got all kinds of things going on. I got a nice order of briar from Tim West over at J.H. Lowe on its way. I heard from Tim this evening. He has shipped it out, so that should be waiting for me when I get home. So, Mr. FrenchCanadianPiper, I will pick you a nice block of briar out of my recent shipment, and I will get that pipe made for you and sent out just as soon as I get it finished. Hopefully, I won't have the, I don't know, the big disasters that I had on the last one that I made for you. I'm going to try not to cut the stem too thin and get into the airway, and if I do, I will not crack the shank fitting another stem to it. So, anyway, Sebastian, that is going to be in the works as soon as I get home Saturday. The briar should be there waiting on me when I get home Friday evening, and I'll go through the blocks and see what's there, and I'll pick out a nice one, and I'll do you a duplicate poker to the one that I destroyed on the workbench. So that's really all I had. I just thought I would give a plug out to Cigar and let any of you guys out there in YouTube land know that if you happen to roll through Evansville, Indiana, and you've got an extra hour to kill, it's well worth the stop in there. Really friendly staff. They've got a huge walk-in humidor for cigars. They also have, I believe it was 2 or 3 cabinet humidors along the walls. They've probably got 1,500 different cigars in stock. And I was talking to the owner, and there were a couple of brick and mortars here in southern Indiana that went out of business that catered to the pipe crowd, and he'd always avoided it, but he decided that since they went out, he would go ahead and try to fill that niche. So he ended up buying those guys out of all their stock. And he's got some really nice tins on the shelves, you know, that are already a couple of years old. So you get some real bargains in there on some some aged tobaccos that, you know, you can get a 2 or 3 year old tin of McClellan's Old Dog right off the shelf for, you know, $12 or $14, and you don't have to sit there and look at it in your cellar for a couple of years waiting on it to mellow and meld and improve with time. I mean, he had Butera blends, Dunhill, you name it, he had it. They had Balkan Sobrani. I mean, they had everything that everybody is trying to find right there on the shelf. But he won't do mail orders. You got to walk in the door and get it, which I thought was kind of cool. He said he'd had some people come in and start buying him out of the Esoterica blends, and he found out that they were marking them up and reselling them, so he put the stop to that. But you know, great little shop. It was the highlight of my evening. I had a crappy 12-hour day and was ready to get out for some relaxation, and stumbled across a true hidden gem down here in southern Indiana. So if you guys get through this area, stop in there and check him out. Say hi to Kyle, and I'm sure you'll find something. He's got a nice selection of new pipes and estates, very, very reasonable prices. But that's all I really had. I thought I'd check in, chat a little, pretend to smoke. Been trying to work through my my open tins. I had like a dozen blends open, and I've been trying to work through all of those before I open anything else, and then found this place and had to crack open a tin of Margate. Never had it. Smoked a bowl of it, decided I loved it, so I went back and I bought the 8-ounce bag. So much for polishing off all the stuff I had open before opening anything else. But isn't that the way? Isn't that the way? Seems I can't stop myself from picking up tobaccos and pipes when I get the opportunity. But man, this stuff is, God, just smells so good, and it tastes even better. It's fantastic stuff. So anyway, I've rambled enough. Didn't have anything to say. Just thought I'd check in, say howdy, and thank Cynthia and Susan again for hosting their contest and the extremely generous prize packages they gave out. Little shout out to FrenchCanadianPiper. Check out Sebastian if you guys haven't. He's got some pretty good content. He's a hell of a machinist and pretty good all-around guy from what I've seen. So anyway, I am out of here. I got to get off to bed so I can get up at 5 o'clock tomorrow and do another 12 to 14 hours. And we'll probably slip back down to the tobacco shop and smoke some more. So good luck to everybody in their endeavors, and we'll see you next time.